Next on the list is Hercules.
Hercules, that is my brother. I love Hercules. I can't say nothing bad about Hercules. I don't think he should have lasted as long as he did, but look at him. Of course, he's gonna be on there, right?
Mm-hmm. Doing it like
Um,
candy.
yep. He took care of me while I was in the house because I had a few days where I didn't think I was gonna make it. And yeah, we talked a lot. I like Hercules.
In what way you didn't think you were gonna make it, Aki?
Oh, it was too much for my mental. I wanted to quit. I wanted to go my ass home. It was too much. Jason Lee would come around and say, "Y'all need to do this, and y'all need to show up. Y'all know what y'all got to do." And you know, for, for a lot of them, that was their first time being on camera, so they
Scoot
would
over
literally.
in the camera. Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you.
A lot of them would do anything,
Mm-hmm.
and he knew that. So all Jason Lee would have to come around and say, "Rihanna this, I got off the phone with Floyd, and Cardi B just called," and those bitches would do anything. So any fight that you saw in that house, it was Jason Lee's fault because he had these bitches thinking that they were gonna get a Hollywood Unlocked interview or they were gonna be on Love and Hip Hop, and
Did he
it was
say
just
that to them?
no.
Oh,
But they're impressionable. Like it's their first time on TV. They own Zeus. They thinking they're gonna be big stars after this shit, and he kind of led with that. Jason Lee has a way of manipulating people's imagination.
mm.
You get what I'm saying? So they would do
I
anything.
understand what
They
you're
would.
saying. I've never met him or interacted
Oh,
with him.
yuck.
Now
So
some of
yeah.
my clients I used to work with used to talk to him on the phone. And I would be in the room and I would hear they private conversations, and I just would I'd be like, ooh, baby, let me get out here. This too much for my little ears. I don't want to hear all this.
Oh,
It's a little too
I've
much.
heard
What are your thoughts
I've
on
heard about
Jason
some.
Lee? Like, I totally forgot Jason Lee was a huge part of season 1. I totally forgot about that. Like, he was at y'all's reunion. He was like there in the beginning and first couple of episodes. What was your interactions like with Jason Lee, and thus what's your perception of him?
Jason Lee was the executive producer of this show,
Mm-hmm.
one of them, and I was the only person who did not give a fuck. Um, he would come around and create unnecessary drama and chaos, which I guess is good when you think about Zeus and what Zeus is known for. But it was to be living in there for a month. It was just it took a toll on me, right? And he would say stuff like, "Well, what you gonna do? When you gonna show up? Are you gonna show up?" And I was like, "I'm gonna do me." Like I felt like I was the only one who didn't really listen to his direction. He would
Mm-hmm.
say random stuff like, he would tell the field producers, "Y'all go get some bleach, put it out on the counter and see what happens with it. Put some lighter fluid with a match and see what." Just oh yeah, he would do stuff like that. So I'm not a fan of him at all. He was the reason Rolling Ray ran over.
He was the reason why Rolling Ray ran over you. What make you say that?
Yeah, just he started some unnecessary drama between me and Ray. Mind you, none
Explain
of it
it.
was serious. None of it was serious. So when
You and Nix
so when
Betwixt, you already know how we do it over here.
this is giving me PTSD. But when we went to Holden area getting our haircuts, right? I had just got my haircut. Rolling Ray rolled in. This is our first time meeting. I was very excited to meet Ray. It was like, oh, friend. He was like, I remember you. He was like, you was one of my picks. Me and Bobby love you. He's like, Jason Lee. What did he say? He said Jason Lee. Pretty much telling me that I wasn't one of Jason Lee's picks, but him and Bobby really wanted me on the show. So, I went back to the boys and I'm like, y'all, I guess who I just met? Rolling Ray. Because at the time I was the only one who had seen Rolling Ray. It was our first time. And it was like, oh, how was it? And I told him exactly what happened. So one of the boys went back and told Jason Lee. And Jason Lee waited until we were filming to say it on camera. So Rolling Ray, it was like I threw Rolling Ray under the bus. he took off on me.
Oh, you kind of did just a little bit, right?
But listen,
I'm not saying that constituted you getting ran over like Trackz, but
I didn't expect the boys to go back in. Like I was just saying, yeah, he was telling me Jason Lee wasn't. I wasn't one of Jason Lee's picks, but he really liked me and Bobby liked me, so that's how I took it back. But Jason Lee was like, this boy said that you ain't want I ain't want him to be on the show. I'm like, girl,
got your
not
ass ran over.
Yeah, which was a funny moment.
It was.
So I'm glad that that happened.
Oh, do the producers antagonize the talent to resort to violence while filming?
No, only Jason Lee did that. Hear me out. Nobody fucking did that. Nobody did that but Jason Lee. That's why I'm so curious. Like the show is very real. Is nothing about it is scripted. I'm very curious if Jason Lee was not involved. I want to know what the fuck this show would have been. Because I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I wasn't as familiar with Zeus Network, so I'm thinking, I'm like, I knew about Bad Boys and all of that, but I'm like, oh, Zeus is taking a turn. Maybe they want to be like, a Bachelorette, Bachelor. I'm thinking it was literally a show about finding love. So I'm wondering what the fuck it would have been like without Jason Lee, like creating this shit, like putting batteries in the back of these impressionable people who have never been on TV and who feels that this is their moment to become the next big thing. Everybody have been forgotten about. So I don't know. I don't know. That was it. Nobody antagonized. Nobody created. Nobody said, "Hey, you got to do this. Get the shit started." There's no whispering in no ears or nothing like that. Like on G Status, it was completely different.